Okay, good day and welcome back to the channel. Today is the day that we see if the 335 is actually going to run. So, if you remember last time I was having some issues. First thing, got the oil leak fixed. I believe I wasn't getting ground through my distributor. I painted this and didn't take into account that I needed to be able to ground it back through the frame. So we got that taken care of, and I know that I have spark. Gas line is run. We've got our temporary tank. I've got just a trickle of gas in there, and I know that it's at least down to here. I haven't opened it up to the carb yet, so that's next. So we've got spark, we've got gas, we've got air. We just need to see if all three are going to work together and play nice.
Can I join the video?
And as I told you the last time, I'm going to do this right on camera, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and everybody gets to see it. And if it works, it works. Also are going to do it without the radiator, which means there's no coolant going through the engine. We've got a temperature gun that we can put on the block to make sure that we're not going to get too hot as we get going here. If it runs long enough for that to be an issue, I'm going to be happy. I did throw a temporary oil pressure gauge on just so that we don't have oil leaking all over the place, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Fuel.
Are you choking the carburetor?
No.
Why not?
Because I know I have fuel. See?
You do not have enough gas.
Dad, don't fail. There's something I need to sit.
It's like something's not sparking.
Yep. That's exactly what it's like.
It's gonna be good. Just use your windows.
So what else could it be?
I wonder what stuff is left in that car. We gotta clean it out before we sell it.
I can't see a spark now. Spark again. It's weird. Ready? lot closer.
A lot closer.
Woo! I'm out of gas. Yep. Whoops. So obviously that didn't go as planned. The good news is it went a little bit better on the second attempt after we got it rolled back into the shed, and I was able to find the spark again. So as you can see, we did get fire. It wasn't a complete failure, but nevertheless it was a failure. And that's okay, because like I've said before, I'm not a mechanic. I just play one on TV. I don't know best practices on most of this stuff. Truth be told, this is only the second engine that I've ever tore down and rebuilt. So I'm still definitely figuring it out as I go. And I'm happy to share my successes and happy to share my failures. So failure is a success in progress. That's what Henry Ford used to say. So I'll take the win for the win and I'll take the loss for the loss, but we're still headed in the right direction. And so where I'm going to go from here is I need to fix that oil leak from the oil reservoir that feeds the tappets. It's a little bit more significant than I thought, so I am going to have to take head bolts out and take that carrier off and get that thing sealed up properly before I can try to start this thing again. So I'll be doing that. I also have the contact on the starter motor needs to be repaired. It's not making good contact, so I was having trouble with that, so I'm going to get that done. And then the battery needs to be charged. Obviously I cranked it over quite a bit. And then I think my main problem with getting this thing to actually run is I think I'm 180 out on the distributor. So I'm going to pull that, turn the shaft, put it back in, and see if that makes a difference. I was getting some consistent fire, but I was also getting backfires. So from what I've done in the past, it's at least worth a try to flip that shaft around. And hopefully after all that's done, we'll actually get the thing to run and idle. The other thing that I'm going to look at is the carburetor, and we're just going to make sure that everything is set properly. I did it last year when I rebuilt the carburetor, which I'll put a link up right there for you to find that video if you want to. But everything in that carburetor is brand new, except for the venturi, but the venturi should be fine. And we were getting itemized gas up into the cylinders because it did fire, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's just that backfiring that was happening. It's either coming from missettings on the carburetor, or I got that distributor that needs to be flipped 180. So that's what I'm going to go after next. I definitely appreciate those of you that have viewed and are watching. I'm going to continue to post videos even when I do finally get it running. There's still plenty more that I plan on doing before it gets really cold. And then after it does get cold, I've got other projects that I want to get after in the heated shop for the winter. So I appreciate your support. If you like it, subscribe. Take a look at some of the other stuff on my channel. Take a look at the playlists that I have built for this, and we're just going to keep going. All right, until next time, take your foot off the clutch.